When you arrive at Sydney International Airport, you're going to get dropped off here by your Uber, your taxi, whatever. And then when you come inside, there's kiosks A through K. You find the information screen in there, look for your flight, and it'll tell you which letter and number to go to check in for your flight. For our flight, we have to go to G 10 through 12. So they got 1 through 9 on one side, 10 through 18 on the other. Let's say you're like me and you have 5 hours before your flight, so you got a couple hours to kill. They have shops here. They even have a food court. They have a prayer room as well. So I'm going to show you where those are at. It's pretty nice. There's a lot of places to sit. There's pocket seating all over the place, and there's plenty of seats in the food court so that you can kill some time. Now there are, from what I've found, no outlets in the seating areas. So if you wanted to try and do some work, make sure your laptop is fully charged before you get here. So those stairs is where you'll find the prayer room and the medical center. Now, if you're looking at Hungry Jack's, you're like, that sure looks a lot like Burger King. Well, it is. So here in Australia, when they brought a franchise over, there's already a restaurant called Burger King. They wouldn't give up the name, so they had to change it to Hungry Jack's. And Jack was the first name of the franchisee bringing over Burger King. So they gave him a list of names he could pick from, and he picked from that. So that's where Hungry Jack's comes from. So as you can see, there is a lot of things available before you go through security. Now, another cool thing is I found that in the food court, some of the high-rise tables have outlets for you. Once you clear security, you're going to come into the duty-free area. And there is a ton of shops here. There's probably the most, if not the second most, shops I've seen in an airport before. I'm going to take you around, show you the shops. I'll show you a couple of the lounges, show you where they're at, and some places to eat. And we'll be good to go. We got about an hour till we take off or till we board. So let's get to checking out some of these shops. What a bargain. 56,000 Aussie dollars. That's only 39,000 or so US dollars. Good discount. Look for the sign that says gates 50 to 63. The lounges for Air New Zealand, American Express, Emirates, The House, and Silver Chris are in that way. The Qantas and Alliance is going to be over here, just a little bit past the Louis Vuitton. Bought some big ticket items here, and you got your sales tax receipts. You want to look for the sign that says the tourist refund scheme. I call it a scheme. It's called a scheme because I submitted my stuff and I never got my check. But you want to get here as soon as you come through security because the line is usually long. So when you come here, you need the TRS claim code, passport or international boarding pass. Oh, and international boarding pass, original tax invoices, so your sales receipts, and then the purchase goods so they can mirror everything up. It's right by gate 10, so just look for gate 10. If you get to gate 10, you've gone about 30 feet too far. If you need some last minute souvenirs, don't worry, there are several stores in here where you can get some of the authentic Australian souvenirs. If you need a snack, you want to look for the W.H. Smith. It's like the Hudson and American airports. Depending on how long it's been since you've been here, or if you've never been here, they relocated Qantas. It's back on the other side of McDonald's. You just go right through there. It used to be upstairs, back over by gates 10, but it's over here now. So it's become very convenient. You've got Qantas on the right, then you have the Sky Team and the Plaza Premium lounges right here by gate 26. So in the center of this area is Louis Vuitton. If you're at Louis Vuitton looking at McDonald's, to your left is going to be, and back is going to be gates 8 through 10. In front of you is going to be 24 through 26. To the right is going to be 30 to 37. And then back here, we're going to have 50 and up. If you want to see something cool or freaky, depending on how you want to look at it, look for Balenciaga. To the right of it is a store called Gentle Monster, and you're going to find this. That is either cool or freaky. I haven't figured it out yet. Maybe a little bit of both. So we're going to head to gates 50 and up. That's the area we're flying out of. We've got about 20 minutes before we board. So we're going to check out that area, and I'll take you through the lounge over there, and we'll be good. So over here in gates 50 to 63, you're going to have Air New Zealand, American Express, Emirates, Silver Chris, and the House for lounges. On the sitting area, they have some long wooden tables that have electric plugs in them. They are Aussies, so you're going to need to make sure you bring your adapter if you need some power. You're going to need to look for gate 56 by the escalator. You're going to find the airline lounges for Emirates and American Express downstairs. Then you're going to find Air New Zealand and Silver Chris upstairs. Do have access to the house lounge. It's very nice to have showers in there. You can pay to go into it. You can pay to go into it and have the shower as well. I think it's like $30 extra if you get the shower. But they have a buffet in there. They have an open bar in there. And depending on your status with Hawaiian or Alaska Air, then you'll get a little menu. You can pick 2 starters, 2 entrees, and 2 desserts from it as well. You can take the stairs, or if you got your bags, you can take the elevator. You want to go from level 2 to level 1. They have like a little dining room in there. They have a lounge area. There's no chargers in the lounge area. They have a bar that's wooden that has chargers there. That's it. Now the bathrooms are in the back with the showers, so you go all the way in that back hallway, all the way to the end, and that completes the lounge. Completes our time here at Sydney International Airport. If you have any questions about it, let me know. It's in my top 3 definitely of airports to come to. Until next time, I'll see you next trip.